Hello gin lovers, welcome back. I'm Bobby Freeman, and today, my friends, for the very first time on this show, we have a product of the Czech Republic. That's easy for me to say. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes upon Jan II gin. Now, this was actually sent to me by one of my lovely viewers whose name is Frontisek Kepelak. I'm almost certainly saying that wrong. So Frontisek, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but thank you very much for sending the gin in. I'm a typical Englishman. I can't pronounce any name unless it's Bob, Barry or Bernard. However, before we get into this European delight, I have to thank again another one of my viewers who has very kindly joined the ranks of my Patreon. So Melissa Haffenden, thank you very, very much. And Melissa is actually the wife of Ralph Haffenden, who joined my patrons last week. So I've got a whole family of patrons now. So to the Haffendens, I am forever in your debt. Thank you very much, and I salute every one of you. Now, at this point, I usually like to read a bit from the website of the gin so we get a bit of a background and sort of find out what it's all about. However, because it's a Czech gin, everything about it on the internet is in Czech, and I can't read Czech, so I can't do it. So I've got a little bit I've photographed off the back of the bottle for you. And as you know, I usually do it in the accent from where the gin is from. However, I'm not really sure what a Czech accent sounds like, and I'll probably just end up doing it in a voice like Borat. And I don't want to get thrown off YouTube for being too offensive, so I just do it in my normal accent. Thank you, please. Fresh scent of Juniperus communis, which I assume is Latin for juniper. Enhanced by balanced flavours of 7 selected botanicals. Thanks to its bitterness, Jan II makes a perfect base for cocktails, and in combination with a slice of lime, lemon or orange, it creates a unique concoction. Now that's kind of generic there, doesn't really tell us much. That, to be honest, that could be any gin. So I say, my friends, let us fanny around no more, let's get stuck right in. And as you can clearly see, it has a cork, so we know what that means. It's the cork test. The cork test. So then, this cork's got a little bit brown around the edges, so it looks like it's been in there for quite a while. So I reckon we might have a squeak today. So let's have a go. Hang on. And I am correct. How about that? We don't get a squeak very often, so top point straight away for the squeak. Let's go for the full pull. Oh, a beautiful pull. That is what I call a textbook pull. Perfect amount of resonance, bass, and a little bit of just sort of a playful pop in there as well. Top work. And I was right, look at the colour of that cork. It's been in there for a while, that one. I don't know if that's good or a bad thing, I'm not sure. But anyway, let's get him in the glass, shall we? So, glug, 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 beautiful clean pour. Let's have a good old sniff. Do you know what? Pardon the rather clumsy expression, it smells like gin with balls. It's not actually that strong, it's only about 40% ABV, but it just got something that's like a bit of grunt in there. Yeah, I think, it does smell a little bit kind of like it has been in there for a while. I don't know, what does it say on here? It said something about a year here, 1648. Maybe it was bottled in 1648, we don't know. So, oops, nearly dropped the tonic there. That would have been a fun little bit on the bloopers reel, but never mind. We did not do it, so it doesn't matter. So, little bit of tonic in there just to release those flavours. A lot of people have been asking me recently why I use tonic in the drinks, and it's because tonic just kind of unlocks those flavours in a way nothing else does. In fact, you get more out of the flavours when you put the tonic with it than actually when it's neat. So that's it. But anyway, I digress. So, my friends, Jan II gin from the Czech Republic. I say to you, cheers. Oh, it's a strong one today. Whoa. Okay, now settle in. Sit back, strap yourselves in, settle in, because this is quite different. It's definitely, like it said, there's a lot of juniper in there. And as we always say, if it's not juniper, then it's not gin. Now, it kind of hits you to start with. You get that a lovely light juniper brass, but it's not kind of heavy and laden down with it. It's kind of balanced with the other flavours as well. Sometimes the juniper can be really big and sort of settle in like that, which I kind of like as well. But this one kind of jizzles, I made up a word again. It jizzles onto the tongue. And then rather than sort of loading itself down like that, it kind of just goes and sort of evaporates into the air. It's got kind of a sort of a headiness to it, and it reminds me a little bit, the aftertaste, a kind of something a little bit like, oh, it sounds a bit weird, it tastes a little bit like wine, that sort of grapey essence to it that sort of lifts out of the sort of the tongue at the end. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just kind of what I'm getting from it. It's kind of doing what I hoped in that it's very, very different, being from a very different, an area where I've never tried gin from before. I was kind of hoping it was going to bring me something different rather than sort of a repetition of what I've had before, but it is very, very much sort of a step away from what we've tried. I'm going to have a little go of it neat just to see, just out of curiosity. Hang on a second. As you know, I'm not much of a neat gin drinker, but now I prefer it with a tonic. I think some of those flavours are lost again. Some gins are okay. They work well neat. Personally, I think you're going to get way more flavours when you have it with the tonic. It's definitely one to have with the tonic. So what's it going to cost you? Well, unless you're in the Czech Republic or I imagine in Europe as well, you're probably not going to see this one. But if you are, in Czech koruna, it's going to cost you 299 of those little fellas, and which is equivalent to £10, $12.14, which is extraordinarily cheap. The only one I can think of that was down to about £10 was Aldi did one. I can't find it. Was it down here? No. Yes, there it is. Aldi did this Oliver Cromwell gin, and that was £10. I think Lidl did it one as well called Hampstead Gin. I don't know where that is. I don't know. But anyway, by any stretch of the imagination, that is about as cheap as you're going to get. I know things are generally cheaper in Czech Republic, unless you go to Prague or something like that. But wow, for that sort of price, you would possibly expect a substandard product. But my friends, that is anything but. And if you ever see it, if you're in the Czech Republic, or if you happen to see it around, definitely give it a go, and definitely at that price. So my friends, I hope you've enjoyed that today. Our very first Czech Republic gin on the channel, hopefully the first of many. If you have enjoyed it, as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, press the like button and the bell so you get notified when my new videos come out. And if you want to support the show like Melissa Haffenden did, head over to my Patreon page as well. But until next time, take care my friends, stay safe, look after yourselves, and keep drinking the gin.